Do you think there's an ongoing issue with the use of illegal e-bikes in the delivery sector? Well, a few weeks ago, I did an interview for BBC Morning Live, and it went live last week. And I just want to show you a few clips from it, and we'll react as we go along. Please feel free to put some comments in the comment section down below, and we'll go through it now.
E-bikes are becoming a very popular mode of transport for food delivery employees. The majority are illegal and modified, which is causing a danger to the riders themselves, but also members of the public. Today, the aim is to go into 4 hotspot areas, go in as uniformed officers and seize illegal e-bikes.
So one reaction I've got from this is I've spoken to that are on illegal e-bikes have said to me, well, who am I actually harming? What's the harm in me running around on an illegal e-bike? And I think he gets to the point of the issue here. It's not just about your safety, but it's also about the safety of the general public. I've actually seen a few collisions on the road, and when an e-bike is going sort of 30, 40 miles an hour through the town centre, it can be quite scary, especially for elder people and people with disabilities.
We had one last week that went up to 68 miles per hour, which belonged to a delivery driver, and that e-bike had no brakes. That's a major safety risk.
Things like this are actually really scary, aren't they? 60 miles an hour with no brakes. For me, that's just insanity. And this is half the problem. It's the safety issue. When people are buying conversion kits from China, they've got no idea how they've been made. They've not really been certified properly. And then if people are adding no brakes as well, we're really heading for disaster, aren't we?
Whose bike's this?
Red.
Okay, it's a rented bike. Can I check the bike? Yeah?
To check the top speed, they will lift up the back wheel and pull the throttle to be able to get a reading.
I'd say that goes a lot faster than 20. There's no way I can read it though. He's taped it all up.
With the numbers obscured, PC Magson checks for another telltale sign.
I'm going to stop it and I'm going to look at the wattage.
This shows how powerful the motor is and must be lower than 250 watts.
It's 54. That's fine then, because it's 54.
You're very lucky that this e-bike's not being seized, okay? At the minute, today, we can't prove that goes above 15 and a half, all right?
You're good to go.
I must say I was quite surprised by this. I mean, it's quite obvious that this is an illegally modified bike. I was quite surprised that they didn't have the power to take this one off the road. Let me know what you guys think of this. Do you think maybe the police should have more powers to take bikes off the road if they believe that it is? Or do you think they should have to prove it?
How fast does this go?
16 speed, yeah.
Speed, that's legal.
If it can go faster than 15.5 miles per hour, it is classed as a motor vehicle, and riding it on the road is illegal. So PC Magson wants to check the speed.
Is it pedal?
Yeah,
Pedal. If we help pick it up, you push this down. Go on, give it a kick. This just read 35. Do you want to go for a seizure form with him?
What's happened there?
So my colleagues have stopped the bike because they've seen him riding it. It's over the legal limit. So my colleagues have issued him with a no insurance TPO 10.
So this is a very good point as well. So she mentioned no insurance. So this is another thing that a lot of people don't realise is that if you're caught riding an illegal e-bike that's been modified to go above the legal limits, you're actually riding a motor vehicle as well with no insurance and potentially no licence. So that can give you 6 penalty points on your driving licence as well, which can obviously lead to higher insurance costs in the future if you want to drive a car. So there are lots of other factors that I feel like a lot of delivery drivers aren't taking into account when they are deciding to ride these illegally modified or illegal e-bikes.
Last year, the number of illegal e-bikes seized by the police increased by 83%, with most being delivery riders.
So this is another thing. If you are considering changing to or becoming a delivery driver on an illegal e-bike, another consideration is the police are actively looking now for delivery drivers to check their bikes. So I feel like it's going to be harder and harder for people to get away with making modifications to bikes now as well. So I feel like you really need to be very careful.
But I want to know why illegal e-bikes seem to be prevalent amongst delivery drivers. So I'm meeting Martin Wills, who is one of their union reps.
Delivery drivers are paid per drop rather than per hour, so the quicker that they complete jobs, the more money they're likely to earn. The illegal converted bikes are able to go to much higher, greater speeds.
And costs considerably less than the thousands of pounds for a legal one.
So a conversion kit will turn a bicycle into an illegal e-bike. Might cost you about £150.
Plus, complicated algorithms are used to work out delivery fees.
So if you've got a driver that's taking 10 minutes, the one that's taking 5 minutes is going to start skewing the algorithm to thinking that the estimated time is actually shorter than what a legal roadworthy bike can actually complete it in.
So it sounds like the people that are trying to do this legitimately end up the worse off. You pay more for your bike.
Yep.
You then get less jobs as a result. So you can see why that temptation.
And that was it. That was my little bit. So just put a bit of context on it. They interviewed me that day for 2 hours. Not quite 2 hours, probably an hour and a half. And they also did 2 hours worth of research where I talked about the delivery industry. I talked about loads and loads of different things. And let me know how you think it came across in the interview. But for me, I was a bit frustrated because I feel like they just picked the couple of clips that kind of like just fit the narrative of their piece. So I was explaining how the algorithms are skewed. And I think I was trying to explain it in too much of a complex way. So they asked me to put it really simply. So I said, like if a delivery driver is constantly doing it much shorter, like 5 minutes rather than the 10 minutes it does need to take, the algorithms will be skewed. And obviously they're asking why delivery drivers are doing it. And I said, well, startup cost for a legal e-bike is, in the thousands. Conversion kit, we looked it up while we were there. The cheapest one we could find was 150 quid. So yeah, I was a little bit frustrated that they didn't include some of the other things I talked about. But so.
After a number of incidences involving illegal e-bikes, an all-party parliamentary report has called for an urgent government action to force delivery companies to take greater responsibility.
So she was saying the government's trying to force the delivery companies to take more responsibility about this rather than just leaving it to the police. This is another reason why I would urge anybody who is tempted to ride an illegal e-bike or is already riding an illegal e-bike to maybe go over to a legal one. Because from my point of view, you might feel like you're saving some money, but I feel like the net is just going to keep closing in on illegal e-bikes. Another thing I did speak to them about the interview as well that I forgot to tell you about a second ago is I feel like more needs to be done to stop companies like Temu and other Chinese companies being able to just import all this stuff into the UK without any kind of checks. But yeah, let me know if you are riding an illegal e-bike to do deliveries. Are you tempted to start doing it the legal way because you're worried that you're going to get pulled over? Let me know in the comments. So I'll leave you with what the delivery companies said as a response to this piece. And please pop some comments down below, to say what you guys think of what they've got to say. I think they're being quite creative with the truth, personally, but there we go. I shall catch you in the next video, but please watch on to see what the delivery company said.
About this, we contacted the UK's 3 main food delivery companies for comment. Uber Eats told us that while e-bikes are permitted, couriers must follow the law. And app access may be paused if speeds suggest misuse. It says it offers access to legal e-bikes, ensures realistic delivery times, and engages with couriers.
Just Eat says it works with authorities and takes swift action against legal breaches. And while couriers are self-employed and choose their own equipment, it promotes safety through guidance and training.
Deliveroo told us that riders must use legal vehicles and are never incentivised to ride safely. It removes riders who break the rules and supports access to safe e-bikes. Fees are based on real-time conditions and calculated using audited data from lawful deliveries all three stress that rider, customer and public safety is a top priority.